dread, we're stealing the show. Victory's close, but the foe's gonna dance. A pixelated duo, it's our chance. Friendly fire, we're laughing so loud. Button smash while we're lost in the crowd. Reload and respawn, it's part of the game. Friendly fire, but we're one and the same.
What is up, Friendlies? Axel here, and welcome back to another review. Today I bring you Days Gone Remastered. Now, I bought Days Gone when it originally released on PS4, but at that time I played about 5 hours and couldn't get into it. Maybe there was other games pulling me away, or maybe I just wasn't in the mood for an open world game at that time. I kept thinking over the years that, hey, I should go back to this game. And when I saw that PlayStation 5 had a remaster version that was only $10 to upgrade to, I figured now's the time. So let's jump into it. In case you've somehow never seen this game, the original game came out right before The Last of Us 2 was coming out, and I feel Sony was definitely trying to capture that same audience with this one. You play as a biker named Deacon St. John, 2 years after the outbreak destroyed civilization and took his wife with it. Deacon is a bounty hunter doing jobs for different camps. Him and his friend Boozer kind of stick to themselves, and they try to figure out where they want to end up in the apocalypse. I do remember when they advertised this game, the biggest focus was on the massive hordes of zombies that, if you're not prepared, can easily overpower you. These encounters are by far the best part of the game. If you are out at night, you'll see these hordes of zombies walking around, but if you find where they sleep during the day, you can plan your attack before they know you're even there. Early on in the game, you're not prepared to take on the hordes. Your best options is to hide and avoid them, but after you get better weapons and skills, you'll be able to take them down. In the late game content, you can even see where they sleep on the map, so you can go through and just clear out the entire map if you wanted to. On top of these hordes, there's also infestation nests in the game that you can burn to clear out more of the infected. Doing so will not only make areas safer, but you will get trust points and credits for the camps in that area. There are like 5 or 6 camps that have their own side stories and missions to do. You'll get credits for doing these things and trust points that will give you access to more weapons and motorcycle upgrades. Each camp had their own things they specialized in, so I did like that the currency you'd get would be for that camp specifically. Gameplay wise, the game feels like a solid mix between like GTA and maybe like the newer Ghost Recon games. You can decide to use stealth or go loud. Using stealth does come in handy if you don't want unwanted infected getting involved in your missions, or at night loud gunshots could bring a horde down on you. Using things like the crossbow or silencer is the best way to go, but you can also just run in guns blazing if you want to. Honestly, there are missions where you have to go John Wick on some enemies, and I wish these moments felt more intense. The AI isn't very smart, and they don't do enough to make you really feel like you're on death's door. Especially when you get better weapons and skills, it makes you feel like Rambo when taking on soldiers. It's not a deal breaker, but I do wish they would have spent more time on this, because you do spend a lot of time fighting soldiers and like crazy cult people. I mentioned that the AI isn't that great, and as far as the stealth stuff, there were lots of times when I would be able to easily walk past or be like 10 feet in front of someone and they wouldn't see me. This was, however, different with the infected, though. They are more aggressive and will notice you more than the people still alive do, sadly. I did also run into a couple glitches where I would go through the map. For an open world game, these things are happen, but with it being so long and remastered, I figured these would have been fixed by now. Another thing that these Sony exclusive games tend to focus on are excellent, like heart-wrenching stories. This game tried to do it, but honestly doesn't stack up to their other games like Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, like The Last of Us. That could be because it's an open world game, but I feel like it's because the main character isn't very likable. So the game starts off strong with an outbreak taking his wife and his best friend getting hurt. Deacon is stretched thin between helping everyone else or helping himself and feeling lost. But after about 5 hours, you kind of feel like he's just an asshole who's like set in his ways. There were times where I felt like I was coming around on him, but then he would do something to somebody or say something and I'd be right back to where I don't care. The second half of the game, I mostly felt sorry for the character. The surrounding cast of the characters didn't make you care enough for them to really invest in what was going on or what happens to them. This also could be due to the fact that this game was way longer than it should have been. So compared to other open world games, I don't feel like Days Gone is crossing the line as far as like content and things to do on the map. But all the side missions you get from camps got repetitive after a while. Most of the times it's track this person down and either kill them or save them. I understand that these are definitely better than like fetch quests or the always fun deliver me a message quest, but after a while they definitely overstay their welcome. I get that it's to build your trust with the camps and get better gear. It just slowed my interest in the main story though. Also, there was a couple characters that I did wanted to know what happened to them, but like after a couple missions you don't ever see them again. So, traversing in the game, you drive your motorcycle, which you will upgrade throughout your travels. I did like this because even though it's just a motorcycle, you felt a connection to it because you pick your parts, your designs, and because you need it for basically everything. You can't fast travel without being near your motorcycle, and you actually have to keep putting gas in it. Some people would probably find this mechanic tedious, but I liked it. Also, when you fast travel, it uses your gas as well. You can stop at gas stations or find gas cans in the world. You can also fill up at campsites, but that costs credits, and if you fast travel a lot, it gets pretty pricey. The best thing to do is just to stop on your way to places and fill your bike up. There are types of different infected in the game, from your standard zombie-like creature to like screamers to heavy tanks and even animals. Taking on them was the best part of the game, and the horde-specific missions are a blast. You can set traps, bombs, and plan your strategy to thin their numbers. Early game, you won't be taking them on, but after you get the right gear, you'll be ready to kill hundreds. You can also craft things like a noise maker that attracts them to wherever you throw it. I use this a bunch to eliminate enemy camps. Just chuck one, hide somewhere, and watch the chaos unfold. All in all, I don't regret picking this game back up and finishing it. While they could have definitely trimmed some stuff to make the overall experience more enjoyable, I do feel this game is worth checking out if it sounds like something you'd like. Maybe wait for a sale though. As always, like, subscribe, all that crap. Thank you guys for watching.
If you're out there,